everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's Mickey Mikeworth, and I'm going to talk about the 12-week year accountability group. And the number one question that people ask me about the 12-week year is how can you be successful in that accountability group? The first item, the most important thing, is decide. You have to decide. You have to decide if you are going to take 84 days and give it a shot of really saying, I'm going to pay attention to something. And that something can be one goal, two goals, or three goals. Don't ever take more than three in the 84 days. And the second thing that makes someone successful in decide is they don't just go, okay, I'm in, maybe, not really, whatever. So decide means really specifically that I'm going to take some action, that I have made a decision internally that I am going to engage. And when you look at that, it is really an interesting, decide is a magical beast. And the reason that decide is a magical beast is because it changes the placement of something in your mind. So whatever was back here gets pulled forward because you've decided it's not back here now. It's right up front. And that change is what only decide can do. If you decide that you're going to say, I want to really take something seriously, I'm going to take it seriously for 84 days. Okay, yes, we should do that. Yes, you should come to class. Yes. When you look at the 12-week year, it is only 84 days. And once you decide that you're going to pay attention to something, it gets way easier to do it. Once you decide that you are going to be live where people can see you, that you can succeed and fail in front of others, it's amazing. So when you're in those groups are kind, thoughtful, they're full of amazing people just like you. So the group is only 1 hour. It only meets 1 hour on a Sunday. They are so, for me, I find them very fulfilling because you just get a reminder every single week live with people you don't know. They're total strangers, but by the end of the 12 weeks, you're like, oh my gosh, I hope we're in class together again. What will happen for all of you is you will want to take in your calendar and get rid of the constraints that the way that you're living your life is working on these goals, because it's not. You have to take away the constraint that the old way isn't working. You have to take that belief and go, the old way isn't working. Now I'm going to decide. I'm going to make a new choice. And then you need 3 hours on your schedule every single week to be able to do your goals. So the first plan of action for everyone is decide. The second item is that they will go through and make a time every single week for 3 hours that they will work on their goals. And that means you have to do it. So you need a 3-hour time. I will tell you the people that are the most successful are not the people that take 1 hour on Wednesday and 1 hour on Thursday and 1 hour on Friday. Those are not the most successful people. The most successful people who have gotten the most done and are the most proud of themselves are the ones that take a 3-hour block of time all at one time and then they hit it. And I'll tell you why that's, the brain science is amazing, but so is the task science. And the task science is that when you stay with a subject over a period of time, you don't just get a little more done or a double amount done. You actually exponentially get more done because your brain actually has very few things that it can work on for 3 hours straight. So it's hungry. It's out of practice, but it's hungry to spend 3 hours doing a simple task. Number 4 in our tools, number 3 are these timers. So if you do not have a timer system, You will want one. These are amazing. This just came out. This is the 120-minute timer. I love this one, but they make them in smaller ones. They make them like this as well. So if you are just learning task management and some of these basic tools, these are really going to be there. So that is the third thing. Number 4 is you actually use the materials, that you actually take the 1 hour that's appointed on Sunday and you do the review, and then you take another hour and you really look at what worked and what didn't. And this is where you start to unfold a lot of things that you go, wow, what are these past patterns that I have? If you want to know why nothing gets finished, it's because you don't have a system for finishing. It's not because you're an unfinisher. It's not because you just like things unfinished. It is because you do not have a process to finish. Learn it. Go in and find your process and come in and do it with people who are loving, thoughtful, and kind, and who are going to give you a little support. So again, today's conversation is decide, just decide. Decide that you're going to come in, decide you're going to give 84 days, and decide that your dreams are worth it. One of the reasons, the number one reason why I started doing these is, one, a friend who I really care about said, Mickey, you should do these. These are really great. This is a wonderful way for you to love on your community. For me, what are my values and my goals is that I love my community. I love being in community. I love hosting community. I love growing community. And that's you. You are my community. And I was really tired of all of these amazing people in my community who actually have never been trained to execute on their own goals and desires. They are helping others, they are doing stuff for everyone else, and they're putting themselves last. And that is not how we create leadership and great change. We have to invest in you. We have to invest in you first. So please, I cannot ask you enough. Please. There's only a limited amount of time that I will make time for these things. So please come into group while you can, learn the skills, and then I get to see you every Sunday. All right. Have a great time. Decide.